Welcome back to the Concession Stand. I'm Marlon.
I am Gabe.
And we are going to be reacting to Wendy Williams. A lot of people on Twitter have been just going ham. Wendy Williams is a dickhead.
Again, she's done something.
Shit. I'm like, it's a Tuesday.
She's done something stupid. She said something even worse. It's very atypical of her, unfortunately. But this time, I don't know if you've seen this yet. Have you seen this yet?
I have not seen it yet.
It's far worse than you can ever anticipate.
Oh my God. Here we go.
I have no idea who this is. Neither does Norman. Neither does one person in this building.
Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up if nobody's watching this? That's a lie.
Clap.
Why would you say the whole studio?
You know who Swayze
Not
is.
one person in the studio knows who he is.
Okay.
If you know who he is, clap.
Sus.
Not mine.
So clearly somebody in your production team knows what's going on here.
That I got going on right now.
Well, he's a TikTok star. He's got more followers than me. 2.5 million.
Swavey?
On
His name's
TikTok, but on
Swavey.
Instagram, you have more followers.
So the way this guy
Is that the producer?
in some capacity.
Well, as my son Kevin would say, no one uses Instagram anymore.
Is that true?
What?
It's actually pretty true.
And as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all.
What are we trying to accomplish
I
with
don't
this
know what that
statement?
is. I don't want to be involved.
Is he
Seems like
coming
a side conversation.
She coming for her crown?
So here he is.
She has a crown?
What are we laughing at?
He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning. Now, according
That's so fucking out of pocket. The absurdity of that whole thing felt like it was a simulation. Like, what are you?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. Like, there's a lot to unpack.
I don't even understand.
Okay, first of all,
As a production team, so many people had to be like, this is what we're going to go with today.
yeah. Well, I understand why they went with it, right? Unfortunately,
What a nuts angle to go at it.
unfortunately, death is a big numbers game,
I'm
and
not
when it
saying
comes
that's
to
not
these
the case.
blogs, these celebrity shows.
Have a little reverence, though.
I mean, definitely have some reverence, but we're talking about Wendy Williams here. When she ever had reverence? Method Man's wife was
You're not wrong.
diagnosed with cancer, I believe, and
You're not
she
wrong.
went on the radio and
Talking
announced
crazy.
it. And so it's like, I don't go to Wendy Williams for mental fortitude at all.
Very true.
Okay.
This is very true.
But I also don't think she's the villain in this video.
Who's the producer?
That guy's he's the villain. Take out what he says. Watch this. Take out what he says, right?
On Instagram.
Take out what he says. So the Instagram part, all that TikTok conversation.
Correct.
Wendy Williams says, there's a young man named Swavey. He has more followers than me, 2.5 million, establishing importance in my eyes while also being extremely jealous and egotistical.
Sure.
But that's on brand. Are still on brand for Wendy.
Standard operating procedure.
Homeboy interjects. Well, we're clearing that part out. We're pretending it didn't happen.
Okay.
So here he is.
With the look on his face.
So here he is. She looks back, comes back to the front and goes, "Whew," and then says he was murdered, blah, blah, blah. What I saw was the producer interjecting. First, what I saw was a not properly introduced topic.
But her show never has properly introduced topics. That's
The long drawn out thing of this
nobody
made
knowing
it
who this
10
guy
times
the kid
worse.
is.
You come onto the show, you're on the Wendy Williams show.
Already you made a poor choice.
You already made a poor choice, but that's because you're a poor-minded person, in my eyes. If
Fair.
you're a fan of this show and a
Fair.
fan of this person,
Accurate.
and you're already coming in looking for tea, looking for spice, looking for gossip,
Looking
right?
for that type of detriment.
You're not really thinking death's popping up, correct? Is that fair?
I wouldn't. In the way this was introduced, death was not on the table.
So that I never saw it coming, watching the entire thing.
Blindsided.
So now I would assume the audience also doesn't see it coming. Hence their reactions to everything before making things
That's-
10 times more inappropriate.
That's so inappropriate
The
to an
clapping.
audience member. If I'm an audience member, how dare you lead me down this road?
Damn, I would be livid because at the end you can hear the surprise
That's disgusting.
and the disgust within themselves. At the same time, they didn't go, "Aw." They went, "Oh
Why would you? Then they're like, why? They're thinking, why would you even bring up all these irrelevant situations?
Once again, I get why they brought it up, right?
I get
Metrics
the
and
mess.
numbers, and so there's only so much gossip
So
they can bring up.
everybody's
from
gonna
there.
rush to watch your show next week. Which
Exactly.
I can understand.
And then on top of that, they clap when she says does anybody know him? Got the one person clap, which leads to an air of humor
Right.
because nobody knows who this is.
For 2.5 million per se.
Then you have Wendy's demographic, which is majority middle-aged women.
Yep.
Majority middle-aged black women.
Correct.
Who already tell us to pull up our pants.
Sure.
And to look presentable.
Sure.
And to not
the
cause any
photo-
mischief.
and the photo
And
chosen.
the photo chosen is a dude in his wife beater, pants sagging, scarf wrapped around his head. Already, they're going into it
Setting
with
up the
negative
dynamic.
vibes.
Already setting up the dynamic.
Setting up the dynamic just like a newspaper would.
Correct.
It's like a Toronto Sun play.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, this is exactly how the Toronto Sun.
It's a
would say
Toronto Sun
something.
play.
Yep.
And then she says, this is him. She turns and looks at him. And in normal Wendy circumstances, when she turns and looks at the screen, what I've seen is her making fun of who's on the screen. But it's while she's looking at it, she's constantly like look at the blah, 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 and look at the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then she'll turn back to the audience, see who agrees with her or
Right,
whatever.
right.
In this instance, she turns and just looks.
And then looks back
The audience makes the decision.
to make the laugh because they already know. They think they know what's coming.
Because they think they know who Wendy Williams is, right? Given that she's, I don't know, she was trying to go down that road, or if everything happening
Kind of
before made her say, maybe I should
snowballed.
back down.
Yeah.
But regardless, all she said was, here's this kid. He's a lot of followers.
Right.
He unfortunately died on Monday. Not worded in the best way at all.
But she's kind of just providing
Didn't set
facts.
it up at all, but the light-skinned nigga is the villain. That's it. There's no rhyme or reason why in that moment, when you are the producer, you know what the topics are, you are in the pre-production room, and you know what this topic is, and
you're
you
out there
have the
throwing-
fucking gall
I agree.
to interject and
I
say,
agree.
only on TikTok though.
I agree. On
Instagram, you have more followers. Smiling.
Smiling on his face.
Oh, just gaudy in it.
And you notice how my man on the ones and twos was like, nah, I don't
He's
know
just like,
nothing about nothing.
It's not my wheelhouse.
And I know, I can guarantee my man could have seen what was going on, and he's like, I'm not participating.
Not
in this.
participating in this. Homeboy brought it to a different level and got the audience
Yep.
more riled up because of it.
Yep.
You have more on Instagram.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep. Looking for the fan base.
More inappropriate crowd reaction for a moment of that magnitude. I don't think Wendy's the ultimate villain in this.
I agree.
I do think she still plays a part.
I
because
think she's a co-conspirator.
I could say that. I would say that she laid the breadcrumbs.
I know how she runs her show.
Okay.
She could have deaded this and be like, no, this is really.
That's
what
my
the
thing. Even if it's gone off the tracks, you didn't try to bring it back.
She didn't hit a speed bump or nothing. She gunned it right through.
She didn't try to bring it back at all. So like in that regard, she's still wrong.
It's just nuts.
Just not as wrong as everyone's painting her to be. That
Nuts.
nigga is horrible.
Nuts behavior. It's still her show. That's nuts behavior. She should have stopped him.
Facts.
And that would have been a great introduction because she could have saved his ass and be like, you don't know this. This is wrong.
She could have, if she wants to gain points. That was the opportunity to do
So
it.
many ways to change the dynamic. Even if everybody knew, she could have done it. Let me save everybody's ass and make myself look like a hero for a second. You don't
That's
know
what I'm
this,
saying.
but that told me everybody's involved. Everybody involved is fucking dirty for it.
Dog, that's it. If anything, it's revealed like this is not a smoke and mirrors. This
Yucky
show,
behavior.
we are horrible,
Yucky behavior.
horrible people.
Yucky behavior.
Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Let us know what you guys think of Wendy Williams in the comments below. Do you think her show is productive at all? Should it be on TV? Is this something that's cancelable? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Doses.